The best leadership happens when you step away for 10 minutes.
This is Back in 10. We're waking up this morning to talk to you all about conferences, study club
Yeah.
meetings, feeling best
Con-
prepared. What's good? What's bad? What should you bring? What should
Mhm.
you leave behind? Should you bring an extra suitcase for all that swag?
Yeah. Conference season is upon us,
Can
right?
we touch on your attitude about going? What
Oh,
you bring in terms of your attitude to
yeah.
these types of events?
Mm-hmm.
Openness and willingness to learn and grow are at the top for me when it comes to attending any type of educational event. Because that's
Mm-hmm.
why we're there, right? We're there to learn and to grow. So if you don't have that mindset, you might be wasting your money, to be honest.
Yeah, no, agreed. And I think, look, that's what's going to make the trip successful or
Yeah.
unsuccessful is
Hmm.
you. It might not even be the event itself, it's you. So go there with an open mindset, be prepared to learn, get in that headspace. I would say, with that, with your mindset, try your very best to have everything in your office, you know, tidied up, everything is tied up, you're ready to go. Pretend like you are going on vacation and no one is going to talk to you for the time that you're there unless there's an emergency or a fire, right? Your team needs to know that you're going there not only for yourself but for them. You are going there to learn what's, new and good, all of the great stuff, so you can bring that back to the team and help to support them better.
Hmm.
And you're getting pulled away because someone canceled or someone was sick or something like that they couldn't come into the office. That's a challenge. Like, you need to, there's only so many hats that you can wear, and when you're at the conference your hat is learning,
Hmm.
right? So trying to make sure that you've delegated some of your responsibilities prior
Hmm.
to, there's a big thing there as well, getting prepared. And who is the one that if someone needs to call out, who are they calling? Because at that time, it should not be you.
Hmm. No, you're correct. You're absolutely right. It shouldn't be you. And I have often seen that many of my peers at these meetings and conferences are doing double duty. They'll be in a class and also have their work emails up and like feverishly replying to things. And look, I don't know what is happening in the scope of your practice. I don't know if it's an emergency. I do know, as someone who's sitting and invested that money in my education, that if you're sitting next to me and you are secretly taking phone calls while sitting next to me or feverishly
Mhm.
answering emails and it's an interruption to learning, that's a problem.
Yeah. That
That's
actually happened to me before, that someone answered their phone from their doctor in the middle of class. And look, if you have to do that, we don't know what's going
go
on. It's
outside.
understandable. Exactly. Just excuse yourself. That's
Right.
totally fine. Just be
Mhm.
mindful of the people around you, I think, is the
Mhm.
biggest thing. And look, that's not going to be helpful to the person that's presenting either. That's one of the big things, like silence your cell phones. Like, everyone is there for a reason. So just be mindful of it. And
Mhm.
it's totally okay to excuse yourself. Go for it. Do
Mhm.
whatever you have to do. Yeah. I think one thing that I want to mention, because we were talking about like technology and stuff too, that I
Mhm.
have seen more recently, which is actually kind of cool. So there's different AI programs out there, for meeting, note taking, all of that.
Yep.
Some people now have put the app on their phone and will ask exhibitors as they're going around, if they start to get really deep into a conversation, instead of having to take notes, they want to remember things.
Sure.
They literally will, like, start a meeting on the app on their phone, and it will record them talking, and then it will take notes for them. So they can be fully engaged in the conversation and not have to worry, like, who do I have to follow up with and what do I need
Sure.
to do? And yeah, so that's another thing that's definitely has started, which could be something useful for people too.
AI is beautiful. It's not going anywhere. Welcome it as a friend. It doesn't have to be a family member, but it needs to be one of your friends at this point in where we are in life. I think
Mhm.
that's a brilliant idea when you're having conversations on the vendor floor. I have seen educators have to address the audience about those note takers because they've tried to record a full session.
Mhm.
It is really important that if you need help in taking notes, you approach the educator before they start and ask for permission to
Good
record their
point.
sessions. Typically, they're going to say no, and you can't be upset about that. They will send you, well, most of them will send you notes or their slide deck after the presentation. But if you're someone who wants to utilize AI help during any kind of session, it's really, really imperative that you ask, because that is proprietary
Mhm.
information that they're giving to you. So
Mhm.
yeah, be respectful of that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
balls to the walls, use AI. Why not?
Mhm. Mhm.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
and look, it's like with anything, right? We know even in dental practices, it's like when a patient calls, like you have to notify them if the call's being recorded. So you want to make sure that whether, you're having a conversation with a vendor or if you're in a class, people know and that they've given you permission to be able to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, great point. Mhm.
Can we talk about how the investment is made for these conferences
Mm.
and for
Mhm.
your education? I've spoken to many of our peers who have said, how have you asked your doctor to help cover this? Do they cover it at 100% for you? Is it part of your benefits package as being an employee at that practice? Or is this a personal investment that you have to make year over year? There are lots of really great conferences and meetings that we want to attend. It can get mad expensive. These conferences are not getting any cheaper. And now
No.
that everything is going back to in person and shying away from virtual, you could spend easily 10 grand to 12 grand a year on going to 4 events between
Right. When
flights,
you put
hotel,
travel and hotel,
travel, preparation, time. I
Mhm.
mean, let's chat a little bit about that. When you
Mhm.
went to any of these meetings, were
Mhm.
you off the clock or were you on the clock?
Good question. So, I was on the clock
Same.
personally, and I'm doing it for myself and I'm doing it for the business at the same time. That's another reason why I always, business casual, right? Because I'm on the clock. I'm working right now.
Mhm.
Um, and with that too, what I did is I always tried to help to, get some information from other people in the industry that my boss knew and respected and got their insight prior to me even asking. So then it's not just
Great
me
tip.
coming. Yeah, it's, talking to your different sales reps, talking to different people that have been there before and say like, "Look, what did you get out of it?"
Mm.
Um and just be able to give a little bit more information instead of like, "I just want to go." It is, "I want to go to the conference and here's why." And it's not just time away, right? It's it's not just a want, I guess it's a need, right? Like,
Mhm.
I need to go here, and this is why. This is
Mhm.
why I need to go. I'm,
Mhm.
gonna be able to network with people in the industry. I'm going to, like, look at the initiatives that you have coming up in the pipeline and do your research. Like, there's this speaker here that I wanna go, and this is a pain point for us, and I wanna get some more information, right? Like, pull in and do all of your research and, bring that to the forefront. I think that's definitely helpful to show the
Some
value.
Right, and some events do have this listed on their website of like,
Mhm.
help me ask my doctor," or help me get this covered," and they'll give you templates. I mean, I know I created one for a previous employer for a huge event, um, and took my knowledge and put it on the
Mhm.
paper. Like, how would I ask if I needed to? Uh,
Mhm.
Here comes AI as well. Okay, you see this really awesome conference, you heard lots of really great things, but you've never been. Go to AI, copy the event website. Say, "Hey I really 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 want to attend this event. It's a great investment in my education and it's a great investment for my office's education. Can you pull out highlights for me to discuss with my doctor about why this is a good investment for the both of us?" See what
Mhm.
comes out of that for those talking points. Then you draft your own letter. Don't ask AI to do all of this for you. Have some authenticity in what you're doing. And you and use those points as a conversation starter.
Mhm.
I cannot recommend that enough. Really diving into AI and asking it to help you further your career in terms of education. Do it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
ladies, the wizard is raising his hand for just a second.
Okay, Wiz.
So you're giving all these great tips on how to prepare for conferences, close, note taking, convincing your doctor, all those things. But I think one of the biggest questions that I would have if I was considering going to conferences is
Uh-huh.
how in the hell do I pick which ones to go to? Because there are so many of them. How do I pick the right ones to go to? Because
Mhm.
again, I think obviously it varies based on the position that you're in the office, right? I mean,
Mhm.
there seems like there's conferences for every specific area,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
but there's also lots of conferences for every specific area.
Mhm.
So and I know you're getting ready to clock out, right? So maybe just your top your top two, each of you. What are your top two tips that you would give people to when it comes to picking a conference?
Mhm. I got one right off the bat.
Go ahead, Jen.
So I usually look at who the speakers are first. So for me, yes, material is important, but the person that is delivering that material is really what's going to help to enhance what you're able to take back and what you're able to learn. So honestly, when I've gone to conferences and I've looked into conferences before, I will look to see who is speaking, and I don't even know what their topic is, but I'm going to look and see who's speaking first and then see if their topic aligns with something that I'm going through. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you don't know some of the speakers out there, look on their YouTube channel, look on their websites and see. There's some amazing speakers out there. I have two faves that I will always go see. Um
Ditto. One
can
of
I
them
name
is I share a podcast with.
Oh my god, don't make me cry. Shit.
Jen, you are one of the
Savannah.
most amazing dental speakers on the circuit right now. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass either, even though I am, because you're
You're
one of my best
gonna
friends and I love
make
you
me
and you're amazing. But if you have not heard Jen Stedman live, you are missing out. I'm plugging you right now.
Oh my gosh.
Her education, I have goosebumps. Her hiring education, you've heard the past 2 episodes of this podcast, right? I just shut my friggin' mouth. I let her go. Like that is her thing. Her education is fierce and top notch and able to be implemented in stages effectively and easily. You need to go hear Jennifer speak. You need to. Okay, that's all.
Oh
Keep
my
going, Jen.
goodness. I love
Don't
you. Thank
I
you.
love
That
you
was
too.
so kind. Thank
Don't
you.
cry. It's the truth. You know I speak
Oh,
truth, Jen. I
I
spit
know. I
truth.
know. I
I,
know.
I
The hard truth.
hard
But
truth.
so I think, look, some of the things that I have learned to include in the presentations that I do, I have because of the speakers that I've seen and have seen the way that audience have reacted and the way that I have reacted and the things that
Mhm.
I've taken back. So those are the things that I like to include. We've been to lots of conferences.
Mhm.
I will say my top, I'm gonna say my top two speakers. Can I do that? Can I just do that?
Girl,
Okay,
this is your
perfect.
podcast. Do whatever you
Okay,
want.
perfect. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna say my two
actually, I have
too.
top three. I'm gonna say top three. Sorry to everyone else. I love everyone, but these are the ones that I feel like I was always able to go back and implement something in my practice after I attended one of their courses.
Okay,
So that's
go.
it. Okay.
I hope they're mine too. I bet they are.
Judy K. Mosoff,
Okay, yeah.
Teresa Duncan,
Okay, yeah.
and Carrie Weber.
Oh, girl! Slam dunk!
I'm
Slam
telling you.
dunk. Actually, I
Yeah.
have to add two. Can we do a top 5?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Catherine Eitel Belt,
Oh,
the
sugar plums.
queen of communication.
Yes. Okay.
That
Yes.
lioness she leads that pride.
Ooh.
I'm happy to be part
Oh.
of her pride.
Oh my gosh. I love her. I actually
Yeah.
personally flew to California and took one of her courses because a 2-day course,
Yeah, she's
queen. Oh my goodness
unbelievable.
gracious.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's so many.
There's so many. But look, those are 4 that we follow and know personally of the impact that the material that they have and the way that they deliver it. Anyone, I'm going to say, can take something from their courses regardless of what industry you're in. You don't even have to be in
Right.
dental. Honestly,
Right.
regardless of the industry, they have amazing things to share.
I have the other one. So that was our 4, but I have
Yeah.
the other
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Steve Anderson. He slays. His
Oh,
education
he's so
slays.
good.
And we're
I was
not
in his course
sponsored by
last
any
year.
of these speakers. We're
No.
advocates of education, and these are our top 5 right now. There is no
Yeah.
hate to anybody else. I will gladly mention every other speaker that I absolutely adore, like Dana Watson, Lois Banta,
Uh-huh.
we got Tia.
Mhm. There's so
There's
many.
just so
Rachel
many.
Wall. There's so
Rachel
many.
freaking
Love Rachel.
Wall. Well, I think we've pushed our break right now.
We
think
We're-
so.
totally
I think the
Now
bosses
Yeah.
might
we're
be a
in the
little
bathroom
upset.
on our phones. That's what we're
we're
at.
after hours right now. Yeah. But I think look, in preparing for a conference, a few things, right? One thing I want to this might be a two-parter. Sorry, y'all. So, one thing I want to say real quick is if you go to your doctor and they say no,
Mhm.
that can be a sucker punch to the gut when you've worked so hard to be able to have the opportunity to even sit in front of them and say, look, this is something that I feel like that we need to do. And I really would like you to invest in me and invest in your
Mhm.
practice by sending me to this event. If they say no, find out why. Why?
They're
Right.
very
And
yeah.
yeah, is there something that maybe they had a bad experience before that they sent someone to a conference and that person ended up not going to classes and they were in the casino the whole time. You have no idea the reason why. So ask the questions and look, maybe it's something that your doctor goes with you. Maybe the 2 of you go as a leadership team too. And if you just find out that doctor just is not invested in education and
Mhm.
furthering yourself and furthering their business, that might not be the right place for you.
Sure.
So just keep those things in mind. But I think sometimes a no might not be a no. It might be a
I
not right
don't
now. Yeah, maybe they need more information. So just ask them what the barrier is. Is there something else that you can do to support them? And just be kind because you don't know what's going on either. You might not know all of their financial information depending on what level you what you're looking at in the practice. So just be kind, but just ask the questions. And see. And honestly, there's been times I've gone to conferences and invested in myself. I have not had
Same.
financial backing or I had to take time off to be able to attend. That's up to you to decide. And that's okay too. But just ask the questions, advocate for yourself. Please advocate for yourself.
Yes, you deserve it because you're not in just a job. This is your career. Jen, it's definitely time to clock out.
Yes, ma'am.
But we'd love to extend this. So if you come back next week, we want to discuss the types of education that really resonate with us when we attend conferences. What is it about speakers that are impactful? Why do we want to hear the education? What are they doing? And then also, what do we do with the education when we're done? How do we implement change with what we've learned? So let's talk about that. And, we should throw in swag too. I want to talk about what my favorite swag is when it comes to going to courses and conferences.
Yes, please.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sounds good.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
We'll catch you next week. Later, y'all.
What's that?
I don't know. It's my sassy don't cry Savannah. We got this.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us on Back in 10.
If something made you laugh, nod, or feel a little more human, share it with a friend and make sure that you're subscribed.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Back in 10 Pod for more behind the scenes, updates, and probably a little chaos.
We're not here to have it all figured out. We're just here to tell you the things that we wish someone had told us.
And remind you that leadership doesn't have to be perfect, just real.
We'll be back in 10.